Picture this. It's a dark winter night somewhere in North Dakota. Wind chill is howling and snow is flying sideways and temperature is 25 below zero. I'm freezing inside my dead car and there is no person around me or any help around me. And I did not have my cell phone on me. I was thinking to myself, is this how my American dream is ending? And then the headlights appeared. Now, before I get to the rest of the story, let me take you back to where it all started. I grew up in Bangladesh and I attended college in Dhaka with a population of over 30 million, when temperature soars above 100 very frequently, and where you can hear the soundtrack of the city 24/7. So sure, when I decided to come to the United States, the obvious, most logical choice for this tropical human being was Fargo, North Dakota, where wind chill feels like a premeditated assault by Mother Nature. So I came to the United States for higher education, better life, and better career. So I thought my most hardest challenges would be my academics, my research, getting a job. But then on my early days, I realized that actually belonging in a completely unfamiliar world and then communicating with people was actually much harder. And then the weather that I never experienced before. I felt like my survival skills are being measured by how fast I can run from my car to the front door before my senseless ears fall off like dry Pringles. In one evening, it all converged into a perfect storm. It was January, 2 months into my move. I needed some groceries. There were some weather warnings, but I went out anyway. That's what any smart person would do, right? So I went to the grocery store, got my stuff, and then put them in my trunk, and then tried to scramble in my car, turned the car key. Oops, there's nothing. I tried again. All I heard was a sorry click sound. My car battery died. I was thinking, what should I do? Who do I call? And just for clarification, it was year 2000. No, there was no Uber or Lyft. And I was not one of the lucky ones to have a cell phone on me. So I was scanning the parking lot looking for signs of life, and there was none because it was already past 8 p.m. on that weather. Not too many people were there, but I did see somebody walking to their car. So I approached to them. I said, "It's awkward. My car died. Can you help?" So they were like, "Okay, you look different and you have an accent." So they said something to the effect of, "Bro, that's your problem." And then they drove away. So I really started panicking because my apartment is miles away, and then I can't just walk back to my apartment without, turning into a human icicle. So right at that time, I saw that headlights appearing. So red Chevy Silverado pulled up. A big dude jumped out, looks to be in his 30s. And he started approaching towards me. At first, I didn't feel like he was very friendly. I mean, he didn't smile or say anything comforting to me. But in few words that we spoke, he realized that my car died and I had no idea what to do. So he grabbed his jumper cables and hooked them up with my battery and said, "Get back in and rev the engine." I'm like, "Whoa, what? What did he just say?" Did he just ask me to start the car? You don't start, right? Isn't why we are in this in the first place? So here's the thing. We did not have the DIY culture back in Bangladesh, and I never jump-started my car, any car really. So he realized that I was not understanding or not sure what to do. So he came over and, he opened the door and then sat in the car seat and then tried the, car switch on, and then voila, right? The car engine roared back in and then warm air started flowing in. I was so overwhelmed, and then I was so thrown off by this unexpected act of kindness. I didn't really know how to feel, how to react, so I wanted to give him all the cash that I had in my pocket. So he pushed my hand back. He said, "You don't have to pay me. Just carry your cables for the next guy." And that was it. He drove off into the snow. Probably it was just a small act from his side, and probably he forgot everything in a day or two, but it was really a strong moment that actually changed my perspective here in the US. He did inspire me to pay it forward. He inspired me how I show up every day after that day. So I started trying to helping people out, and then I started finding that common ground where I can talk to people and get to know each other more. And I remember once I drove 5 hours just to give a ride to somebody who just landed in the US and needed a place to stay in. And I started helping new immigrants who were trying to settle into their new lives in the US. And I did buy those jumper cables on the following day. So it's been many years that I'm living in the US now, and I have a successful career in this beautiful country. I still remember that person in the red truck. You see, you don't remember the person who are most successful ones, most smartest ones, or the brightest ones. You remember the ones who stopped, who noticed, who made you feel special, who actually helped you. If I ever come across anybody who is stranded or who is lost or just having a really bad day, I hope to be the one who says, "I've got you." Because even the smallest act of kindness can restart something much bigger than a car.